They water it down so it's not offensive to anybody.
And then it means nothing to any, then nobody cares about it, except the corporate people sit there and go, we didn't say anything that made anybody mad, we said every word correct, and it's a bunch of crap.
I know.
There I go.
You just took a shit on our whole business model.
They're used to me blabbing like this. I do this all the time.
That's what neighbors do, we stay in touch. Alright, so
Most
I'll see you out in the
people
desert in 3
charge
hours.
$3 for this kind of consultation.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, Disney, I remember once Eisner invited me over when Disney was doing its California, the first incarnation of its California park.
Yeah.
They invited me to come over just to pick my brain because I do California and they just kind of wanted me to.
Like as a consultant?
Yeah, but free, of course.
Right. The best price.
And before I could sit down with Eisner, I had to sign a statement. And I said, well, that's kind of insulting to somebody to say, that you can't repeat anything there, you can't say, And yet Eisner spent 3 hours of my time. And no, I didn't get any remuneration. I didn't expect any, but I mean, they didn't even give me a free pass to Disneyland. They gave me nothing.
Right.
And they probably had, over the course of 6 months, they probably had 20 people like me over there.
Right.
That they would do that with. Just picking our brains for information that they could use.
Yeah.
That's Disney for you,
Exactly.
Boy, they are cheap.
Yeah, that's why everyone I know has ever worked with them. That's all I can say.
They're nice people, but boy, they're, imagine calling me over for 3 hours free of charge and then insulting me before I could even go in the front door, having me sign this confidentiality statement. As if I'm the one who's going to spill the beans.
Right. You're like,
they should be happy I'm over there. I mean, I'm over there because they asked me and I thought that was an honor and I was glad to help them out with something about California.
Right.
But then they insult me by saying, you got to sign this. Literally they literally stopped me at the door.
Really?
And said, you cannot go in the door until you sign this.
That's funny.
Hey, Huell, how long have you been doing California?
Since my hair was blonde.
I saw one episode with you and a man who made his own yogurt.
Oh, that's probably 25 years old.
That was.
We're showing all those old ones over again.
They're amazing.
Because they're evergreen. They were meant to be, regardless of how many years passes, they're still cool little stories.
They are so good. They're very.
But see, there you go. I mean, every show we've ever shot's been with one cameraman and with no sound guy at all. It's just me and a cameraman.
With a mic on the.
With a mic with earphones on, and I've got a mic. And I used to have a wire. The wire used to hang out of my pocket because it wasn't even wireless. But nobody cares about that crap.
No.
They care about the man who makes his yogurt.
Yeah.
Right.
And Hollywood, in many instances, has yet to figure that out.
They figure it out, though, then they can't ask for the same amount of money.
Yeah, they can't because it's so simple that it cuts out about 30 layers of people.
Absolutely.
All of whom say, well, you have to have this, you have to have this, you have to have this. And, like you have to have a continuity person. Well, if I wear a different shirt, my viewers just figure out from the beginning to the end of the show, I must have sweated the other one out or something. I mean, come on. I mean, it's what kind of person sits home and goes, you always changed his shirt? No, they're thinking about the man making his yogurt. But if you make it so simple, and it's like with an ad agency. If you go to a corporation and you say, I can do this spot for you for 10x.
Yeah.
Well, they're going 10x. That's pretty damn cheap.
Yep.
What's it going to look like? We want to pay 100x.
Right.
If
you can make a Jaguar for $10 and it's not valuable.
Exactly. People, I've actually had network executives tell me that, because I went in once and pitched, John Ritter was a big friend of mine, old friend of mine, because Tex Ritter, his father, was from Nashville. That's how I knew Tex.
Oh, that's funny.
And John used to come home from USC during the summers and he didn't know anybody, so his mother set him up with me to kind of take him around. Anyway, John took me over to CBS one day, that's just as a favor, and I met with the president of CBS to talk about doing kind of a show like Charles Corral. And sitting around the room with the president of CBS, that big guy from Australia, whatever his name was. Real big guy, it's been 4 or 5 before this one. Here we go,
Yeah.
they changed. Anyway, they had, in the room were also about 4 20-year-old kids, all buttoned down, not just physically buttoned down, but mentally and emotionally
Right.
buttoned down too, who were saying, I don't know, there's not enough, there's gotta be conflict, and then there's gotta be resolution, and, they gave this theme, and it was just a bunch of bullshit.
Right.
It was like saying, if you're gonna do a story about the yogurt man, you have to start the story by saying,
His
they're
mother
out of milk,
died.
they're out of
Yeah,
milk.
right.
Can he make the yogurt without milk?
Right.
Where is he gonna find the milk?
Right.
And then he has to walk 50 miles and find the milk,
Yeah.
and then, there has to be, they
Hold on, let me
went through all
write this
these-
down because I think we
They
got
went through all
script
these stages, and I was sitting there going, what in the world, what planet are they from?
here. Yeah.
No wonder there's so much crap on television.
All those people are now working at, General Mills, talking about that with cereal boxes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And not having any fun, or allowing anybody else to have any fun, and
Right.
certainly not being creative.
That's why you gotta own your own business.
It's
You
absolutely.
don't wanna go work over there.
Because, you know what? Remember what Dwight Eisenhower said, we grew up poor, but the beauty of it was, we never knew it.
Right.
That little baby could care less whether you have $1 million in the bank or $10 in the bank.
Right.
That little baby is happy and loved and cared for, and as long as you make enough money to put a roof over her head and feed her, that's all that's important.
Right.
And then, to be your own boss and to be creative and to follow your own dreams, that is so much more important than all this other crap.
I agree.
It's not even close. Not even close. End of, I'll send you, I'm sure you're gonna put all this in a book or something.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
See
to
you
meet
later.
you.
See you,
Nice to
Huell.
meet you. Bye-bye.
Take